Next up, we have Squid Melody Blue version, Splatoon original track by the Living Tombstone, featured in Geometry Dash as well as my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever turn on your news, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, the gaming channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream, members getting early access to the content. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitared, so please keep that in mind. Also, at the time of recording, we're still celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which thank you again for that. We're celebrating two ways. Number one, I'm giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story. And number two, we're starting to play some of the games we've covered on the stream. The first two have been just Chips and Beats and Limbus Company. We're playing them the after shows. More information on that on the whole spiel at the end of the video, so stick around for that. With that, let's do this. Squid Melody Blue version. Let's go. Okay, so we start with a very quick introduction here with synth sliding through a few notes. You could feel the notes sliding over there. And then we jump in with some vocals, right? So in this case, we're dealing with an actual song. I know that we usually colloquially just call everything song, but the correct term, usually there's a separation between songs and instrumental music, which can also be called pieces or tracks. In this case, we are having songs. Songs are differentiated by the fact that they have vocals, they have lyrics, and these vocals or lyrics are the driving force of a substantial part of the music. So in this case, of course, we had a very quick intro. It barely counts as an introduction, and we immediately jump into verse number 1. Now, in song, you are going to have two main sections that you're going to want, at least in contemporary music, if we're using the modern approach, right? The first section is going to be your verse. The second section is going to be your chorus. It doesn't mean that they're going to come in this order. It just means that these are going to be your two foundational basic sections. The verse is going to be your floor level of intensity, your baseline level of intensity. You're going to hold back a little bit on your melodies. You're going to be just setting things up. As I call it, you're going to do lyrics over music. You're going to go through as much of your lyrics as you can, and then you're going to have your chorus. If your verse is your floor, your chorus is going to be your ceiling. And then, of course, that means that's going to be the climactic part of the music. You're going to have more melodies. You're going to have you're going to unleash, so to speak. So yeah, we're having this, of course, we're having these vocoders, vocal box, auto-tuned, like they sound very, very robotic. The melodies of the vocals, we're having some drums, a bass. Let me hear a bit more. So yeah, the melody being sung by the vocals, it's a little bit difficult to tell with all the effects that are happening, but that melody contains our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. So yeah, we're having that happening. And we're having drums giving us a drum beat, and a bass just giving us a little bit of a more funky bass line. When it comes to genres, when it comes to this, funk has a very special place, because in funk, you get the idea of a groove. And so it would seem, Megumi, so it would seem, for you only. So, groove is what happens in funk, where every part is doing something different. And I'm talking like, if you were to isolate the individual parts of the music, it would be difficult to tell that they're even doing the same song. However, once you bring in all of the parts together, they all just match incredibly well, which is what we call a groove. In music, terminology just sticks from whichever year you made it, right? So in the case of funk was very popular during the 70s, which means that when funk happened, the word that people were using was groove groovy. Nowadays, of course, this is something that you could call mood, you could call vibe, you could call many other ways, whichever generation you have. However, since it was that generation of the 70s that did the naming, we just keep the name, which is why so many of the terms that we use are, for example, in Italian. So many of the terms are in Latin and these kinds of things, because that's when they got named, and these things kind of just get frozen in time once you get these naming conventions. So we're having that, and we're continuing with the verse number 1. Let me see where this goes. We do have one more synth in the middle, doing some very quick arpeggios in the middle. That's how we're playing the chords. So an arpeggio is when you play a chord one note at a time. For example, here's C minor, here's arpeggiated. So yeah, we're having that. We're gonna have that happening. Yeah, it's sorry. I need to not read chat while I'm doing this. But there it goes. And now we're switching over. As you can hear, we had a little bit of a drum fill over there, and now we are in our, I think this is our chorus. This is going to be either our chorus or our pre-chorus. As I mentioned, this is going to be the climactic part. Considering how short this piece is, I might be willing to bet this is the chorus. Let me hear a bit more, because this could be the pre-chorus, and of course, pre-chorus is just the connective tissue. It helps you build up from the verse to the chorus, even though it's not 100% necessary. So yeah, let's see where this goes. So yeah, as you can, and you also can hear the chords. The chords, they're no longer arpeggiated, now they're being played as block chords. The bass is a little bit more straightforward. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Yeah, happy Friday the 13th. It's done with Friday the 13th, yeah. Yeah, that's the chorus then, yeah. And after the chorus, now we have our first break. As you can hear, we have a quasi-instrumental break. We're using part of the chorus for this. And, of course, we're bringing in weird rhythms. We're having now sounds like kind of like a theremin. The theremin being one of the more fascinating instruments when it comes to music. The theremin is the instrument you play by not touching it. As you can see, like, these are people playing the theremin. It's a fairly old instrument as well. And what I believe it is that it works with radio frequency, where each antenna over here emits a frequency, and when you interrupt it is when you get the notes. So I think we're having that. What will JS be doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm having a friend over. I'm cooking steak. So yeah, let's see. So we're having this happening, and we're having that melodies part of the chorus being reiterated, not so much as lyrics, but more as an instrument for itself. So yeah, let's see where this goes. So yeah, that high melody over there. Friend? Yes, friend. You know, boy, what did I hate him? And now we bring in the second verse. So fairly straightforward. Transition over here. We go straight back to the second verse. As you can hear, it's mainly the drums that have changed, and the vocals are a little bit more complex, I would say, like a little bit faster. Let's see. No, it's the drums that have changed. Okay, there we go. So now we go back to the original second verse. A little variation here. Video's nice, yeah. And another repetition of the verse. And we bring the next chorus. So yeah, there we go. So this one's a very, very straightforward. So yeah, the first verse, pretty much almost a one-to-one repetition of the second verse. The difference was that we had that little section first where the drums were a little bit different, and now we are in the chorus number 2. Chances are after this we're gonna have the outro because the track is almost done. We are repeating a lot of the melodic elements, and the main difference right now is the lyrics. Like it's very, very straightforward. It's very nice and straightforward in that sense. The verse number 2 did have a little bit of a what's it called? A deviation, a variation of one of the melodies. So yeah, let's see where it goes. A little bit of change in lyrics there, nice. And okay, we're doing one more. Let me check here. And we bring the second break as the outro. So we have break 2, break 2 / outro. One more run. And there we go. We finish it with one more. Let me just check. Is everything okay from my end? Yes, it is. Okay. I believe. Yes. Okay, so it's from my end. So it could be a server side from their end. And there we go. Yeah, we have. We finish it with one more run. Fairly straightforward. Fairly straightforward. Like, this is probably one of the more straightforward songs I've heard. So we had a quick intro, barely counted as an intro because it was like 2 or 3 seconds. Verse 1, chorus, break number 1, and then we basically had a what is called a da capo, kind of, because then verse 2 had a variation in it. A verse 2 was an extended verse, so this one was not da capo. Da capo means to the head, which just means go back to the beginning. So in this case, no, we had the break, verse number 2 with those little variations, chorus number 2, break 2 doubles as the outro, and there you go. And there you go. Jesus, I can't speak. I can't even speak today. And there you have it. Very straightforward. I liked it. Very, very, very straightforward. Very nice, fun. It was just a fun song. So there you go. There you have it. That was Squid Melody Blue version, the Splatoon original track by the living Tombstone, also featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever you're going to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, at the time of recording, we're still celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you again so much for that. In celebration, we are doing 2 things. Number 1, I am giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story. Vintage Story! It used to be a Minecraft mod, now it's its own standalone game. I prefer it, I love it, which is why I'm giving away 10 copies of this game. The giveaways are going to happen on the second half of February 2026 on the Discord server, so make sure you've joined the Discord, linked in the description, to join and to get a chance to get one of the 10 copies that we are giving them. So, that's way number 1. Way number 2 is that now, starting with 10,000 subscribers, every 5,000 subscribers, we're actually going to start playing some of the games that we've covered in this channel. The first 2 games we've covered, that we played, are Just Shapes and Beats and Limbus Company. Like, recently we finished Just Shapes and Beats. We're continuing Limbus Company in today's stream, kind of thing. We're playing them in the after shows of the streams and whatnot. If you can't join the streams, that will go in the gaming channel. More on that in a second, right? So make sure you join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced there first. Whether it's the streams going live, the videos going up on the channels, updates, projects, the giveaways, everything gets announced there first. Of course, we have the community there. We hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own, and where I host the Vintage Story community server. I love the game so much, I ended up making I built a PC just to host a server for it, right? So join the Discord today, linked in the description, join the Discord community. Also, share these videos with everybody that you know, use your hype function on YouTube. That's, we have a group on the Discord that coordinates for that, so linked in the description, again, join the Discord, use that hype function for everything. Artists, musicians, or otherwise on YouTube or elsewhere, living Tombstone or anybody else out there, open invitation. If you want any of my musical skills for any of your projects, reach out, let me know, let's collaborate, let's work together, right? And if you're in the audience and you know somebody that you would like me to collaborate with, reach out, let them know. Please do not harass anyone, please do not spam anybody, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs, so become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting in 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. Thank you for the $2, Gershon. If you want to catch the streams when they... Yeah. You have bad timing? So yeah, if you want to listen to this without me interrupting in 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim from Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. So if you live in Los Loritos, the little parrots, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch and it's going to show in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recording VODs when they happen. Recorded live during the main channel's after show, and then the recordings go here. This is where the recording VODs for Just Shapes and Beats, Limbus Company, and every other game we cover go to. So linked in the description or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just put the J for a G and you got it. And yeah. There you have it. Squid, Melody, Blue, Living, Tombstone, Splatoon, Geometry Dash. That was fun. Straightforward. Fun. Straightforward fun. There you go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.